Hello there and welcome to a new speed build. This speed build will be a nightclub. I have never done a nightclub before, so it was pretty fun to test that out. I am building ruins of a castle. It's probably been a Gothic castle, and this will be like a dance floor I'm building here, and this one they have probably built on these ruins later and just placing matching columns to it. And here I'm doing the roof. I will change this roof soon so it looks like the other roof, and that will be looking a lot better. I was saving there because I built all this before, but the game crashed, so I have to build it again. Lucky me, I didn't have come that far, so it didn't do that much, but it's a bit annoying. And I can just see this building finished. I don't know if you could see that too, or if it's just my editing program lagging or something. But anyway, we are back here, and here I'm fixing up this roof so it looks a lot better. And under this roof, like in this room, I will have the bar and a stereo. When I was testing this building out, the Sims were dancing inside of that room instead of on the dance floor I made for them. So I don't really know if they won't dance on the dance floor if I don't place the stereo out there. So I will probably place the stereo out there before I upload this on the gallery. And if I forget to do that, you could place the stereo outside on the dance floor yourself if you want them to be dancing out there. And the Sims just have to be careful so they don't fall down on the ground or something. And I am doing dark grey bricks on this building because I wanted it to look really dark, like a Gothic castle. Because this will be a Halloween party place, so yeah, I thought this was suiting to Halloween, and I have placed a lot of Halloween decoration in it. If you don't have spooky stuff pack, you can use this anyway, because the most furniture doesn't come from the spooky stuff pack. It's mostly some lightings and pumpkins outside. I also did a graveyard on the backyard of this building, so it looks pretty cool. If I had this or later, I'm probably going to kill off some Sims and place the real graves on this backyard, so there will be a lot of ghosts here. I think that will be really cool for Halloween. Here I'm placing a lot of pillars around the building, and I think that looks really nice, and this building has a lot of details on it, which I really like. Sometimes I have problem with doing my buildings a lot detailed, because I think it's hard to do them like a good amount of details. I often do too little or too much details, I feel like. But I really like how this building turned out. I will also put the windows like that in one room, because it looks like there should be a spiral staircase in there. And I think that looks pretty cool. Here I tried to make the pillars white, but I think they look a lot better when they are black. I also played some clocks up on this tower. I thought that was a really nice detail to have. Here I'm just looking what's the middle, because I will place a big pumpkin there. But I think I will change it a bit so it looks like to the middle of the dance floor, because that looks better, I think. First I wanted to make a foundation for the pumpkin to stand on, but then I remembered that the rest of the building would also be on a foundation if I did that, and I didn't want that, so I tried to make a pond around it instead, but I didn't like that either, so I will just place it on a table. And I had some problems with making the pumpkin stand on the table, because it wanted to be in the table before, because I sized the table up. And I also wanted this table to look more like a square, so I tried to put some walls around it, but that didn't really work. Yeah, so this is what it will look like in the end. I also tried to make some tables like that, but I thought this looked best in the end. And here I'm trying to choose which terrain paint I wanted to have. And yeah, because this is a ruins build, I tried to make it look like the flooring had disappeared here. Yeah. Here I also wanted it to be something around the pumpkin, so it looks like a lot of people have walked there, but I thought it just looked really bad, so I skipped that. And here I'm just placing some plantings. I can't talk at all today. And here I wanted to make like ruins of a tower here, so I'm just took some half walls and make it look like there has been a tower here. And when I had this idea, I thought that I wouldn't be able to make it so that it looked good, but I think this building turned out really well. It really looks like ruins. Of course, I can't make like holes in the walls or anything like that. So maybe this is some ruins someone has renovated and fixed them up so they can use this as a nightclub. And here I'm just placing in some more clocks, and I also wanted to have some details here, so I'm just making like a cross. I know it looks like a Christian cross or something like that, but it's not supposed to be any special cross. It's just like a cross here, and you can't really see it on distance, but you can still see that it's something there, and I think that looks better than having nothing there. And here I'm placing some windows. And yeah, this build just have windows on its towers, and I think that looks nice. I struggled with finding a window on the top here, but I think this window suited this build very well. And I'm just checking that everything looks okay here. I'm not sure what I will do next. I'm placing some doors here. And I will probably begin to do the interior. Yeah, this will... No, I won't place the stairs here, because that didn't turn out well. I will place a bathroom in there instead, and I will place the stairs there. It looks really like the Sims will be getting stuck there or something, but I playtested this build and I had a lot of Sims over here for a spooky party, and everybody came up fine, so you don't have to worry about that. And here I'm placing some spotlights because I wanted it to light up in these colors. And I think that looks really nice. Maybe I should have changed colors on normal lamps as well, so this would light up in a lot of cool colors, but I didn't do that, but I think that would have been looking really cool. And here I'm placing some lamps out on the dance floor. I really like how that looks. It looks a bit luxury, even though this isn't a luxury nightclub or anything like that. And now I will be doing the backyard, and I wanted it to look like there is a wood here, or a forest to say. Just painting some dirt around the trees, and yeah, I changed it to a nightclub there. And here I'm placing the graves, and I think that looks nice. So as I said before, when I'm playing with this in my game, I will kill off some Sims, so I will have some real graves there as well. And having a lot of ghosts on this yard, I think that will be really cool. So yeah, placing some bushes and flowers around the garden. And I kinda want it to look like there has been a graveyard there before, but now there has grown a lot of trees and plants all over it. Because yeah, this is a really old build, and I really wanted it to look like an old build. Here I'm just creating some paths so you Sims can get out to the back there. And I had some trouble with making this look good, but it turned out okay in the end. And here I'm placing out some of this ghost lamp. As long as I don't have any real ghosts in this lot, it's fun to have some fake ghost lamps at least. So I'm just playing around little with the spooky stuff details here, placing them everywhere. And yeah, I'm putting in some music, stereo and like stuff like that. And yeah, also placing some lamps, and here I will place the bathroom. And there's just 2 toilets in this build, and I guess it could be good to have some more than just 2 toilets, but I didn't really have the space for putting in more toilets. I guess I could have built a little house on the backyard or something and place some toilets in there as well, but I don't really know if you will need more than 2 toilets, so if you need, you can place some more toilets in. Also placing some sinks here, and of course some toilet papers. And I'm checking off what I need to have for this to be a nightclub. So here I will be placing some dinner tables. And I used this from the luxury stuff pack, and I thought those tables look really nice. I really like how glitter looks in this game. And I'm also placing some grey old looking chairs with it, and I really like this combination. I think it looks really good. And I will also place a flower on all the tables later. Too bad I couldn't have like any kitchen stuff or like a little bakery or something here, because then your Sims could eat from there. And now they just have the tables. Here I will be putting in a little sitting area, and I'm going with this grey-red theme. And here I'm putting a little table, and I will be putting some glasses on there. And I thought this light was pretty cool to place together, because it looks a bit like it's supposed to be fire lamp, if you can understand what I mean. And here I'm placing the glasses, so it looks like some Sims has been sitting there, hanging out. I also tried to place this spooky rug there, but I didn't like how it looks. The rug looks like it should be in a kid's room and not on a nightclub. So here I'm placing the bar. It's a really small bar, so I tried to place one bar here as well, but I didn't like how that looked like. So your Sims will be needing to fight about the drinks up there, I guess, because there's only 3 chairs, but I have placed a lot of chairs and couches around in this building, so they can go and grab a drink and go on sitting somewhere else. Here I tried to make some more ruins look thing, but I didn't like it, so I took it away. Here I will make a secret woohoo room. I know I watched when the Legacy made a nightclub a really long time ago, and she talked about making a secret woohoo room. And I like that idea, so I wanted to make a secret woohoo room in my build. So this is it, and of course I placed those bookcases doors outside of it, so every Sim won't know that there is a room in here, and I think that's really cool. And here I will place this table thing from Luxury Stuff Pack, so they can have some food there. If the Sims get hungry, they can eat something on this lot. And I will be placing this Spooky Stuff Pack paintings in all the corridors, hallway of this building. I think that looks really nice, and it will be pretty creepy when your Sims walking through, and those paintings will change how they look like. It might be a bit weird that these 3 paintings are all over this building, but I guess you won't see the hallways that much anyway. So I thought this was a pretty cool idea. And the Sims can be really scared, I guess. And I'm just placing some more lightings all over this build. And some more of those paintings, of course. But I will soon be done with these paintings. I wanted to make sure that they were on the same height, so it took me a while to place them, but now I'm done. So here I'm just placing some more Halloween decoration, and I will be placing a lot of pumpkins around. Here I wanted to do some pillar thing and hang up those Halloween lights up there, but I just think this looks weird, so I won't keep it. Maybe I can do something like that in another building, because I think it would be cool, but it's not cool for this build. And I'm also placing some benches outside and some more tables outside here. I didn't really know what to place out here, because I didn't wanted to place too much stuff. But I wanted to place something. Here I also remembered that I had to do this wines trick and place them out here, because as I have said, this is a really old build, and so I really think that some wines would have grown on it. But yeah, I'm not doing so much with them, just a little. Then I will continue to place stuff out here. Also placing a spider web and a spider on the toilet, because I really like those spider webs. And also we really need to have some pumpkin carving stations, so I placed 2 of them out there. And here I'm just placing some pumpkins all over the place. And I remember that I needed some candy bowls. And now I will just place some curtains here, so it looks a bit nicer, and then I'm done with the building. So I really hope you enjoyed this video, and I will see you soon. Goodbye!
Pinggana